Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of Across the Hobby. I'm excited to be here today. My name is Adam Gray at the Real 27 Guy on Instagram. Today we're going to cover all of the auctions in sports cards across the hobby, all of the significant ones. We've gotten out of our New Year's sort of Christmas holiday malaise of not as many auctions, and now we're starting to see more come back. And over the course of the next couple weeks, we're going to see everything come back. We're going to see obviously the Fanatics premiere. We're going to see the Goldin 100. We're going to see Heritage has a big auction. REA's big auction opens, I think, day after tomorrow. Leland's opens up early next month, or maybe ends in early next month. I need to go look at that. We've got big auctions from everybody. And today we have one that's a little bit different. We have the Hoodies high-end number 5. It's on eBay. It's ending that we will cover. But today we're going to cover all the big auctions that end this week, starting January 6th, all the way until January 12th. And let's get into it now. You guys are awesome. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. I know this is not the highest production in the world, but hopefully as I look at the items that are ending this week, you'll find interest in it. And then the other thing I wanted to say is I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Okay, my goal of this whole reel, or this whole reel, this is not a reel, of this whole YouTube video is to come up with 5 cards that I personally think are the most interesting auctions to watch. Not necessarily the best items, not necessarily the biggest items, but 5 items that I would say you might want to watch this week. So we're already 2 minutes in. I need to shut up. My goal is under an hour. I never succeed, but I'm going to try to succeed at that. Today, let us jump in to the items. Here we go. So that is the wrong button. This is the right button. We're going to start off with MC Sports Cards. MC Sports Cards has their high-end auction ending tonight. This is their MC Mondays auction. We've already sorted by time that's ending soonest, and you can see in just under 7 hours from when I'm recording this. Tonight at 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. my time, which is Mountain Time, which is probably not what time zone you're in, but it's possible. Let's go through these. So we've got a Justin Herbert RPA starting out. We've got this sweet Walter Johnson. I wonder if I can. Sometimes I get different views on this. Look at this. Look at this Walter Johnson right here. I love these two T206 cards that show a little bit of shadow or a little bit of gradient in the color behind. I do. SGC has, this is evidence of trimming. And I saw this card earlier. We were looking at this last week. It's interesting. The top 2 corners and this bottom right one all look pretty normal. And then this left one over here is super rounded. It's interesting because these are like small cards. I can't imagine there's too much taken off, but it's enough to probably sharpen up some of these corners. And Walter Johnson is what, a top 5 name in the set. Obviously very popular pitcher from the days. I'm saying he's a pitcher. I think he's a pitcher. Isn't that right? I guess there's no way to know. And wasn't Walter Johnson, like, I know I'm spitballing here, but wasn't Walter Johnson maybe one of the original Hall of Famers? I got to look this up. Original Hall of Fame baseball class. Am I right? I'm probably wrong. I'm going to look it up anyways, though. I was totally wrong. No, I wasn't. I was right. I was totally right. Ty Cobb, Walter Johnson, Christy Mathewson, Honus Wagner, and Babe Ruth. So Ty Cobb's obviously in the T206 set. So is Mathewson. So is obviously Wagner. But Babe Ruth is not. So 4 of the 5 original Hall of Famers are, 4 of the 5. I'm counting right. 4 of the 5 were in the T206 set. That is awesome. There's your fast fact of the day. And I'm already on only on card number 2, and I'm already taking way too long. Okay. SGC 7 on the Oscar Robertson, very off-centered, but one of the most iconic vintage basketball cards. And if it's a 7, you know, like that card is like really sharp around the edges. In fact, let's go look at it real quick. This card in a 7, it is sharp. You don't get cards that are 7s that are this far off-centered unless they are really nice. This is a really nice card. Look at the back. Almost nothing going on. A lot of times you see a lot of stuff going on when it's got the dark edge. Not all of these have the dark edge. Some of them have a little like light in between the dark and the light. But the Oscar being off-centered enough as it is, it just has the dark. But boy, that is a sharp, sharp card. All right. Let's keep going here. I'm just going to highlight the ones that I really have questions about. Now, this one right here, I was looking at this one earlier. I want to look at this card a little bit closer. Because, see, you've got Griffey and Ichiro, and the card's serial numbered out of 5. And it has this Signature Series duel, and it says 2020 on it. But what I'm interested to see is if we look at the back. Yeah, see, so this is, I love these. I love these. Archives didn't always do this. They started doing this in like 2018. I think that's the right year. I might be wrong. Baseball's not my forte, but I looked this up a little while ago. What I mean that they've started to do is they've started to take cards over the years and say, this is the original. We're going to take the original. We're going to give it to the players to sign it. We're going to then stamp it with this sort of Archives logo thing here that has the year on it. And in this case, you can see they also serial numbered with the stamp up top. But there's no question this card came out 10 years prior. So they really had to go buy this card back, and then they had this pair sign it. And if I'm thinking about Mariners during my lifetime, again, not as a big baseball guy, those are the 2 Mariners I think of. That is so cool. I love that card. Man, I'm like 5 cards in. I'm going way too slow. Nice to see it. Man, it's amazing what a Steph Curry, just a PSA 9 of his Topps rookie is at this point. Over $1,000, $1,200. And I don't know, it might sell for a lot more than that. I don't really follow that market. Pop 3 PSA 10, Kobe autograph. This one looks like, is this one on a card? Gotta look. Gotta look at it if it is. It looks to me like it's probably on a sticker. Oh, no, it is. Look at that. You love that. Sometimes when you get like this white area right here, it looks like it might be on a sticker. But see how the blue just comes just beyond the edge of it there? Yeah, I really like that. A nice Steph that's definitely on sticker. You can see that. Some Wembies. This MJ, every once in a while I'll see it pop up, and it always makes me think. It makes me think of a couple of different things. So this is a PSA 10. It's the Ultra Gold Medallion. The Platinum's worth a ton. The Gold's worth a lot less. But in a PSA 10, it's a really tough card. Like a really tough card. Pop 79. Go check out the whole Pop report to see, what the rate is on that card. Wade and Carmelo, T-Mac and Carmelo on the same autograph. Mickey Mantle's 3rd Topps card. Remember, he does not have a card in 54, 55 Topps. He does in 52 and 53. PSA 3 on the gray back. Gray is more common than the white back version. The story on this trout to me that's interesting. Numbered 1 of 1, obviously, from Transcendent, obviously, has the autograph. Let's make this one big. My first thought when I looked at this card was the Shohei that sold last week. Shohei Ohtani from 2018. That's the 52 style or design, sold for close to $250,000 recently. And obviously Shohei's the big name. Obviously 52 is a better year. Then what is this? 50? I always get confused if it's 56 or 55. I just can't tell the difference if that's 56 or 55. I can tell the difference when I have them in hand and I'm looking at them. Trout's not Shohei at this point. It's not as popular, and it's not as early in his career. But that $250,000 sell, I think, made people look twice. It says something about Shohei, but does it say something about the brand as well? I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see what this Trout does. The Topps update Diamond Anniversary at almost $4,000. Oh man, I love these contenders. It's such a good looking card. I promise you in hand, that's awesome looking. On the Brady, note the 10 autograph there. Continue to mention this. PSA does not have a way for you to just look at the autograph grades in their population report, and it's really too bad because I don't know how many of this card there are with a 10 grade, guys. That might be, with a 10 auto grade. The card itself is just graded authentic. So just for clarity, you look at the card, it's just graded authentic. There is no numeric grade. That could be for several reasons. It could be because it's cut short and they did not allow for a numeric grade. It could be because the person who submitted it said, hey, I only want to grade this if it's an 8 or higher. It could have been a 710. There's a chance of that. There's a realistic chance of that. The thing that we know is that it's graded authentic and it's graded with an auto 10 grade. And most of these do not have 10 autos. It's really a tough signature. A lot of streaking, a lot of sort of iffy, weird stuff that happens on it across the foil here. And so if you look at it commonly, you don't get nearly as nice of an autograph as this one gives you. All right, let's keep scrolling down here. I'm going to just scroll through a bunch here for a second. Bosch Exquisite from his rookie year. This is the Noble nameplate set. It's one of the better insert sets. Thing that I always point out on this card, even though you should know this because only one card in somebody tell me in the chat if you know, only one card in Exquisite basketball history, at least that I know of, has a sticker on an autograph on it. Which card is it? Put it in the chat if you know it. That's a fun little trivia question by Adam here. This is not a sticker. This is on card. I get asked all the time, is that a sticker? Because it looks like it's like a window for a sticker. It's not. It's just a straight white card. This is not. It's all on the same level. It's just a design thing. And I actually think it looks fine. And because I know Exquisite, I never would have asked if that was on a sticker, but some people do ask. What I love about this set, I always love the serial number in holofoil. I love etched holofoil. I love the names of the stuff in holofoil. It's beautiful. And it's for a guy who's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's already in the Hall of Fame. I could be wrong about that. And a BGS 9510 is also huge. Oh, check out this CJ Stroud, number /5. This is the rookie out of Flawless. My guess is that's the Emerald. I can't tell on the colors there, but Flawless-based rookies are always a big deal. And the diamond version of this is likely his rarest rookie card in existence, his rarest true rookie. Really nice Kobe autograph from the early 2000s, autograph jersey card. Clemens, one of his best cards. Remember, in baseball, you do not have a PMG green. You do not have a PMG red. You just have the one that in basketball is called the championship, which is just called the PMG or just Metal Universe in baseball. And then this one with the gold background. McDavid red, Caitlin Clark, RPA, numbered out of 10, PSA 7. Jersey's not game worn, unfortunately, but she does not have a lot of great WNBA stuff. And you have to wonder at this point, how much WNBA stuff Panini is going to make of Caitlin Clark. I love the Wemby David Robinson duel. Robinson, as he often does, signs a scripture below, Proverbs 1:7. I wrote on my Instagram today what that reference says. Great both on card. Two of the most discussed bigs this early in their careers in my lifetime. I love this one, the Rookie of the Year, Wemby. Steph Kaboom, and this is the third year of Kaboom. 2013 was the first year. LaMelo Ball, 1-on-1 downtown rookie in a PSA 10. Man, that guy's on fire right now. What is this? Royce Gracie. I don't know what this is. I got to look at this. Sometimes I skip through stuff because I'm like, I don't know what that is. But how do I not know who Royce Gracie is if he's at $480 and he's in the high-end auction? Man, I apparently need to go do some research. I don't know who that guy is. Shohei, Juan Soto, Josh Allen. Another huge stacked MC Mondays for sure. BGS 9.5 on the Jordan here. Really nice. Jalen Williams. Oh, that's 1 of 99. Interesting. So here's my case for this card. Jalen Williams playing for maybe the best team in the league right now. They dismantled the Celtics. This weekend. And Shea gets all the credit, right? Shea is awesome. Jalen Williams is a little like, it reminds me of another guy who was on the Thunder once upon a time. Jalen Williams reminds me of what James Harden was to Oklahoma City back when they had Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, and then they had to trade him. We know how that turned out. Harden ended up winning, so many scoring titles and being just this prolific player. But Jalen Williams is on this team with all these other stars and all this other, all these other good players, specifically Shea. Here are his stats for the year: 20.6 points, 5.8 boards, 5.2 assists. Man, he's not as efficient as I'd like. 47.8 for the field, 35.2 from three. You'd like him to be more efficient than that. But he is he's either the second or the third best player on that team. And being that this one's number 1 out of 99, sorry, I'm on the wrong view here. That it's 1 out of 99, that the patch is insane. And it's a PSA 9 holder. Probably could have stood to get the autograph graded here too. Autograph looks good to me. That's a key card. The 1 of 99, first NTRPA. Okay, I gotta move. I gotta go faster. And one of my favorite auctions of the day with MC. Take a good look at the combined pop report on gem rate on this Tom Brady. If I remember right, I looked at it today. It's like 87 total. 87 of the first Tom Brady Silver Prism card. It's not a big number, guys. It's not. It's a cool card. All right, second page. Oh, yeah, this MJ. His final Beam Team card. 2002 was his final year in the league. It was the 10-year anniversary of his first Beam Team card. This one's far rarer than the first one. Serial numbered to 500. In fact, I'll show you the back here. First off, check out the front. I love this surface. It's like a foil board sort of surface. It's not a chromium type surface, but more like a foil board, like I said. The Beam Team really clearly written over here. And then on the back, it's serial numbered here. See down below. You can also see that MC wrote, this is a Pop 11. It is a huge card. That's why it's sitting at over $4,000 right now. You always feel like there's a cap on Wizards cards. I do anyways. I always feel like there's a cap on Wizards cards. But you see a card like this that has that super low pop report and is from an important insert history set. It's not, I wouldn't say 2002 Beam Team is like some super well-known set, but it's one of the, I think, 3 years of serial numbered Beam Teams, maybe 2 years, actually. I can't remember if there's 2 or 3. There's certainly another year. His final one, and then it's super low pop. It's worth watching. It's worth watching. Dual Trout, Griffey, autograph. Gotta love the Kobe here. Joe Burrow, RPA at 5. That looks like a booklet there. LaMelo, a lot of people selling LaMelo with how well he's playing right now. You wonder, what if he keeps playing the way that he does? Then we see the sales slow down. What happens there? Pop on the Messi is always interesting to look at. There's about 800. I was looking at it earlier today. And that's it for this week. For this week at MC, the card that I'm most excited about from this auction, it's always tough to choose, but the card that I'm most interested in, and that I'm going to make one of my 5 favorites of the week. Oh, why didn't that go back? Is the Griffey Ichiro. I love that card. I love the Griffey Ichiro. Let me do a find real quick. I'm going to put this one to the side, and we're going to make that one of my 5 favorite cards of the week. I just love Archives. I love how Archives took original cards, had them signed, and in this case, it's a duel. I think that's so cool. That will be it for MC Sports Cards for the week. Next, we have Alt. And you can see as I pull this up, I've got everything pulled up for Alt, including stuff that's not ending this week. If you come over here into the filter, after you click in the auctions and come over here into the filter, you can click on January 9th. And that's just going to give us the items that are ending this week. You can see we start out with some Pokemon stuff that I'm never going to cover. And then a couple of big LeBrons. We saw one of these sell recently. This is another one. This is a different copy. We haven't seen this one before. BGS 9510 autograph. Rookie autograph of LeBron, serial number to 50. My thing that I want to look at on this card is this. Just going to be real with you on the LeBron rookie autographs. Some of them I don't like. This one I actually love. I love this autograph. Gosh, I need to get this. Move that. Sorry, guys. I love this autograph. I actually love this card. Look at that number, 32827. Let's go do some research here real quick, guys. So if you go to your Google and you type in Beckett graded card lookup For PSA, you've got to enter in like PSA cert or something. For Beckett, the easiest one, because they have different places you can enter in a cert number. The easiest one is to enter in graded card lookup. So if you come in here and you type in 3282762, I want to know when this card was graded. That's the thing that's important to me. So we're going to bring it over here and I'm going to show it to you guys. If I typed it in right. I did not. It's not a Steve Largent. Sorry, guys. Now I got to pull this back over. This is great recording here. I lost half my audience right now. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Okay, 3282762. 3282762. Wow, this is a really interesting pop report, guys. We got to talk about this. 48 total graded cards in the pop report? How is that even possible? I don't see how that is possible, guys. 3 plus 17 plus 18 plus 9 equals 48. I guess plus 1. So 10, 30, 28, 45, 48. Why am I? So I'm noticing a couple things. Okay, number one, SP Signature. SP Signature came out, I think, fairly early in the year. I don't remember. I was on my mission when this one came out. But SP Signature later on was like one of the earlier products in the year that was really nice. It was like $60 a tin, and each tin had 4 cards in it or something. But wait, is it SP Signature or is it SP Authentic? I thought this was SP Authentic. No, it's SP Signature. This is the gold version, numbered out of 50, and it's on card. A lot of SP Signature stuff was on sticker, but this autograph is definitely on card. The autograph is really nice. The reason that I love this and why I wanted to pull this up, not to show you that this is like one of the most cracked and resubbed cards probably ever. It's almost 2-to-1 just with Beckett. That's an unbelievable rate. But this July of 2004 to me is really meaningful. This card was graded 20 years and 6 months ago. And the reason that I really care about that is that I really want to know on a card that has an autograph that's as nice looking as this one, that's been as well placed as this one, that the autograph hasn't been adjusted or altered. Some bad guys out there will take a card with an autograph that doesn't look the way you want it to, and they will alter it. If they can figure out a way to get the pen to lay down the same way as the rest of the pen is laid down, they can do that in the right sort of way. Sometimes they can get an autograph that then goes from being like less desirable to being more desirable. And then at that point, you know, you can have a card that's worth 10 times as much or 5 times as much or whatever. And so it's straight up alteration and deception and bad and evil, and no one should ever do it. But the thing that we have that sort of counteracts that is when we have cards that have not been touched for a really long time. This LeBron hasn't been touched in 21 years. And that's really cool. Yeah, I love that card. I love it. Okay, let's keep moving here. I'm going to move this Beckett piece back over here just in case I need it again. And I need to keep going, guys. I need to keep going. Okay, so still going with alt here. Ooh, a Luka Gold Kaboom. Well, that's a big card. That is a really big card. BGS 9.5 at 16 grand right now. 1980 Topps rookie and a PSA 9. Only 25 copies graded higher. Really a great looking Jordan Love card. You've got to love the shield right here. I want to look at this one real fast because I just want to double confirm. I don't think that this is game used. I don't think Immaculate for rookies really ever is. But I have to double check because if it is, it's like one of his nicest cards. Is not from any specific game or event. But does it say it's game worn on it? Sometimes it says it's game worn. I don't think this one's going to. I can't see well enough to see if it does. It looks like it's an acetate finish to me. I love the Immaculate acetates. They're some of the nicest looking cards in the hobby. I love the holofoil throughout here. The shield is obviously awesome. It is a great looking card. All right, let's keep scrolling down here. 1 of 1 from 2023 Prism. This is the flashback, the Justin Jefferson. A 9 on the LeBron refractor. There's another Justin Jefferson. So this is a big week for Jefferson. This is his gold prism. Is this his gold prism rookie? Yeah, his gold prism rookie. This is a subsequent year. Wemby orange, number to 49. Those of you who know this stuff know that orange is one of the biggest parallels year after year. It's not the gold, right? It's not. It's 5 times as plentiful, but it's also not, well into the 6 figures, which I believe a gold would be. Wow, look at this Brady. Whew, PSA 10. I think there's like 20 of these in existence. Let's look at it. See if I'm right. Nailed it. 20 in existence. Yep, that is right. As far as the Panini era goes for Brady, is there a better known card? Sure, there's like bigger autograph patch cards and stuff like that. But as far as base cards, his first Prism card, that's huge. I already talked about it a lot with the other one we were looking at. Oh, shoot. I messed that up. Dang it. Okay, guys. Got to go back real quick. Oops. We have technical difficulties. Alt auctions. And we're looking just at the 9th. Not the 2nd. The 2nd is gone. I need to try to not break things in the future. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Jalen Hurts, contenders. Really nice duel with Luka and Steph. Man, you got to love that card. I love this Kobe Bryant card. I do. I love this Kobe Bryant card. And the reason why will surprise you, I think. So, 2002 Finest obviously predates Superfractors and the really uber rare stuff. 2003 Chrome didn't give us Superfractors. No, nothing gave us Superfractors in 2003. But 2003 Finest gave us some rarer parallels. For 2002, this is the rarest Kobe Bryant refractor at that point. 2001 Chrome had a card numbered out of 50. This card, though, as we can see on the back, is serial numbered out of 25. But that is not what I love about it. What I love about this card, and I'm going to make a reel on it this week. What I love about this card is that Kobe Bryant played with Michael Jordan for the previous 6 seasons and has lots of Finest and Chrome cards in the same set. Kobe Bryant then played with LeBron James all the way, in the league at the same time in the same sets all the way till 2015. And so you've got Prism stuff, Finest stuff, Chrome stuff all along the way that you can find refractors of. This set right here is the only set, the only one that is a chromium refractor set that Topps made, because Topps is the only maker of refractors, right? We can say other cards refract, but the only refractors are made by Topps. This is the only one that has all 3 guys. And it's cheating a little bit because Kobe's obviously going to be in the one with the other 2. But if you ever want to put together a big 3, like an ultimate big 3 refractor, it's this set. It's the golds with Kobe, LeBron, and MJ. And a lot of them are graded like this. They're 7.5s. There's actually a couple of LeBrons that was a redemption that are like authentics. And I sought after one for a long time that I think is in a PSA 7 holder. So I really like that set. Really nice Vince Carter Nebula, LeBron. Ooh, this Steph's interesting, actually. I didn't notice this one before. Oh, it's a 10-10, too. It's actually a pretty big card. Why is this a big card? Well, 2010 National Treasures is just his 2nd year, right? So you see a lot of Steph autographs. You don't see a lot of Steph autographs that are this old from this significant of a set. What do I mean this significant of a set? Well, in 2010, we'd now passed the Upper Deck and Topps era, which he signed for a couple of sets in Upper Deck. He signed for Exquisite. But in 2010, the year following, what big sets are there? You don't have Flawless yet. You don't have Prism. You don't have Immaculate. You don't have any of those things. You have National Treasures. And this one, he's signed on card. It's a 10-10. It's the only 10. This is a cool card. I was into early. If I was a Curry collector and wanted something different, this would be one that I would really look at, honestly. I like it a lot. All right. I'm taking too long again. How much time am I in? Crap. Oh, man, I'm so slow. I'm so slow. Look at this Ronaldo. That's a cool card. Is this autograph a little bit weird here? I think it might be a little bit weird. It might be a little bit light. That's not as bad as I thought. It's not ideal. The autograph's certainly not going to be graded on this. It looks like it's on a sticker. It doesn't. It looks like it goes off the sticker. It looks like it's super light. He's got a lot of detail going on there. So what is it? It's a really cool patch. It's probably numbered out of 10, right? It's a gold prism. That's that numbered out of 7. Interesting. I will give you this. You don't see a lot of this type of stuff for the big guys, for Ronaldo and Messi, like autograph patch cards like this. So even though it is on sticker, and even though the autograph's not great, that's the market. If you're in the market for something like that, maybe that makes it a little bit cheaper for you. Maybe it makes it a lot cheaper for you. All right, let's go to 10 or 15 more items. T-Mac Nebula, Chris Mullen red. Oh, that's a big card. Original Dream Teamer, PSA 7. There can't be too many that are higher graded than that. Pop 1, 2 higher. Pop 1, 2 higher. It's a big card. For Chris Mullen, doesn't get much bigger than that. Gold vinyl, Tyreek Hill. Ooh, that's a cool Soto. That is really neat. I want to look at this one real quick. We'll make this the last item of the auction. Juan Soto, Topps Dynasty. Gosh, the autograph on that's beautiful. 1 of 1. This great tag with this little thing right here that you can look up to, I think, figure out where this is from. And then sometimes on the back of these, they'll give us a little bit more detail. So it says October 29th, 2019, hits go-ahead homer and carries bat to first base as opponent Alex Bregman did earlier in the game. The signing, blah, 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 blah. The relic contained in this card is not from any specific blah, blah, blah. That's interesting. Sometimes some of these types of things, they look like this. Maybe I'm confusing this with something else. You can sometimes look at it and see like what game it was from. It sounds like this is not. Well, it is game used, and it doesn't say that it's not associated with him. I think we just don't know what game he used this in, and I kind of thought we might. Aesthetically, it's beautiful, though. It's a beautiful card. I mean, it's like an amazing patch. It's a great-looking autograph. The whole thing, the whole design is like, it's lovely. It's a great-looking design. Okay, maybe do one more. One more. I want to end on a basketball card. Okay, this is a cool one to end on. Some sticker autographs, I don't think were meant, or I don't think some of them look like sticker autographs the same way. And all of the premier pairings that you'll see these like silvery stickers. They're sort of like almost embossed on the card. Maybe it does stand out to you if you're thinking about it. But I look at this set and I just realize like that's part of the design. Just part of it. I didn't think about this being a sticker autograph when it came out. Maybe now you look at it and you feel differently about it. But look, you've got the greatest pairing maybe in the history of the NBA, serial number to 20. It's actually a pretty big set. I looked it up at one point. I can't remember how many people are in it, but like there's quite a few cards in the set. This pairing is, like I said, probably the best pairing in NBA history. And it's a PSA 10. It's probably the only PSA 10. I have to imagine it's the only PSA 10 in existence. As I say that, let's just look. Yeah, PSA 10 Pop 1. All right, that is it for Fanatics. Or excuse me, that is it for Alt. Freudian slip there. I'm already looking at Fanatics. Let's move on now to, I forgot to pick a top 5 card. If I'm going to pick a top 5 card from them, I probably do the Brady 2012. So I might go back to that. Now let's look at the Fanatics Collect weekly auction, which have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards already in the 5 figures, and it doesn't end until Sunday. In fact, There's some other auctions that are ending before this, so I'm going a little bit out of order, but I've already sort of started into it. So some of the later auctions will be coming up sooner than this one. This mantle, I want to look at that. The Kobe here is a pop 3. The only thing I'll say about the Kobe, I've talked about this before. If you were to make a hierarchy of his greatest rookie cards, to me, this is either 4 or 5. I always think 1, 2, and 3 are the credentials, the chrome refractor, and the showcase Rose 0 legacy. This one and the gold out of finest are 4 and 5. And then you've got the other finest, the main finest rookie. You got the other legacies that are probably worth quite a bit more, but I just don't like putting 3 that are almost identical, in all up that high on the list. And then you've got the platinum medallion out of Ultra and the star rubies. But the fact that this is a pop 3 is a big deal. We've seen it sell a couple times, which can hurt it. But like it's one of his best rookie cards. Duel with LeBron MJ on card from 05. 2 great looking autographs at 14,500. This ant is a 1 of 1. Does it have a rookie symbol on it? Is the question I have. Do we see a shield with a rookie on it anywhere? We do not. And that is too bad. Oh, yeah, we do. We do. I didn't see from the outside, but look real big right there. It's a cool card. It's a great autograph by Ant. A lot of his stuff is not well autographed. This one's been graded a 10. The card has not been graded. It's a really cool card. The set is called just Auto Platinum. You wish it was like a rookie auto set. That would make it a little bit more premium. But listen, it's a 1 of 1 rookie signature of Anthony Edwards from the flagship upper end brand for Panini. It's a big card. I sort of clicked on this and intended to go back to it. Let's talk about this mantle real quick. So a 3 is a nice strong grade on this card. How strong of a grade is it? Well, if you go take a look at the PSA pop report, I'm just going to go to PSA real quick and type in 1458713. Oh, I forgot 4. 145487113. If we do that, we will see there are 202 of these, 9 with qualifier, and 793 higher. But if we drill in a little bit more, I know this is like the most iconic card in the history of the hobby. Literally, when we did the Iconic 100 a couple years ago, it came up as number 1, as voted on by people who voted. So this one is a 3. Look how many cards are graded worse than this one that's a 3. Look how many authentics and 1s. So 1 is the most common grade. The second most common grade is a 2. The third is a 3. Or excuse me, the third is a 4. The fourth is a 3, and then you have all the authentics. Like there are a lot of cards in this section over here. And then there's the ones with the qualifiers too. This ends up being, if you look at the pop report itself, actually a pretty average copy, maybe just a little bit above average, because there are right around 2,000 copies. And it's in this band of 202 right here, but then you've got 560, 600, 700, about 1,000 right here. So we've got about 1,000 right here and 202 are here. That means that it's better than over half of them, and it's in the same band with about another 10%. So it's like a top 45% copy of the card as graded by PSA, and it's not hard to see why. Side to side, obviously not spot on. Top to bottom, obviously not spot on. There is a line here. I don't know if that's a crease. I don't think so. It is a line. There's a little bit of stuff going on here. A little bit of registration that's not perfect. Yellow's a little low. I think it's a great looking example. I do. I think it's a great looking example. Some wear here. The whites on the side aren't totally as white as they could be. I love that it's an early grade. I always say this, but I love when stuff's in old holders. This isn't quite as old as I thought it was. I thought this was going to be a hologram one, but it's not in the holograms. It's made just after that. It's a great card. Great, great card. Again, at Fanatics this week, their biggest item in their weekly auction. LeBron Chrome Golds are always popular. This one is a PSA 10, which makes it 1 of 8, and that you have to watch stuff like that. You just never know what's going to happen with that low of population, because so many people have determined that doing the run of LeBron Golds is an important thing to them. And if it is, and you want to do it in a PSA 10, there's only 8, and it's his third one. This is a Jordan autograph I want to know more about. I get questions on this one quite a bit, and I don't know it super well. I don't know why it's not taking me there, but it's not. I'm going to get out of this, and I'm going to get out of this. For some reason, I can't drill into it right now, but I've always thought it's a great looking card. It's one of his earliest autographs. I say it's one of his earliest autographs. I just don't know the story, because there's multiple SPX autographs, and I just don't know it. This might just be like and it doesn't help me that I can't drill in, but this might just be like here we go. A camp auto. I think it probably is just a camp auto. Let's see with this number on the back. But he has other ones with these that are sort of like, they're like pack inserted. The sense that I get is this one's probably not pack inserted. Man, I'm showing my weakness here, though. I do not know this one super well, and I've messed up the screen too, so that's great. PSA 6 with an 8 auto. I will say aesthetically, I love this card. I've always loved it. I've always loved the holograms. I've never understood why holograms weren't more sought after. I think they're so cool. All right, let's keep going. Fanatics Collect weekly auction. Sort of giving me a hard time right now, which is probably my fault, because as I tried to zoom in and zoom out. The Jordan from 03, the rookie exclusives. This is a neat one to pair with the LeBron rookie, if that's your sort of thing. A Gowdy Gehrig PSA 3. It's a big card. 3 on that's a really strong grade. Tony Gwynn PSA 9 on the Gold Fusion. LeBron from 09, exquisite. You might look at that and go, oh, is that from 03? Nope, it's from 09, and his autograph had changed by that point too. Great card. The Peyton Manning, a PSA 10 refractor. We don't see a lot of those. What's the pop on that? I want to look at the pop on this real quick, guys. If I can get there. There we go. I looked at this maybe 3 months ago, and I was like, ooh, that's lower than I thought it was. So this card right here was one of the most iconic cards of that era. It really was. Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome in 98 were both just huge. I think at the time where I lived, Bowman Chrome was a bigger deal than Topps Chrome. I even got into buying it, and I almost never got into buying football, but I did as a 15-year-old. I don't know why PSA is giving me a hard time right now. It's just taking a while to load. Well, maybe this won't happen. Let me try one more time. Peyton Manning, PSA 10. Come on, PSA. Help me out. They probably just finally flagged my IP address saying, why do you look up 1,000 cards every day on our website? So it's not letting me go there right now, unfortunately. Oh, there it goes. Finally went. So, okay, yeah. Pop 45. It's a pretty low number for just a traditional refractor rookie, right? What's the whole of the pop look like? That I'm interested to see. So for Manning in the refractor, yeah, gosh, there's 450 of these. It's like a Kobe chrome refractor. No wonder it's as much as it is. Actually, feels like it should be more. I love that card, man. 45 of those, man. I'll tell you what's interesting is 98 Topps Chrome says that there's a Peyton Manning card number 360 that's only been graded 6 times. I think that's an error on PSA's website. I could be wrong about that. This card is 20 times almost less graded than his base card. I mean, it's obviously far rarer than 20 times. Far more of the refractor have been graded as a percentage. But I look at that and sort of go, you'd think that you'd see more of his chrome graded than that. But 45 10s, 253 9s, 18 qualified 9s. My guess is those are all for centering, which probably explains why this card is a hard 10. Interesting stuff. All right, let's keep on keeping on here. Let's do one more page for Fanatics Collect. So Satchel Paige. Ooh, I love the black LeBron. Black LeBrons, you're just not going to see any higher than an 8 on the tops. Numbered out of 500. 8's a strong grade. Let's actually look at this one real quick. There's massive chipping issues on the edges, and then there's always centering issues. And let's see. Ooh, the edges on this actually got an 8.5. That's probably pretty rare. Might be interesting to look at the pop report. I may be mistaken, but I mean, you can see why there's edge issues. It's a thicker card stock, and it has the black borders. It's a really tough card. But centering is a 7.5 on this one, and that probably is right. I mean, look, it's top to bottom and left to right. It's just not what you want it to be. I love LeBron in the Topps card, though. I do. I love it. Not as much as I love this Garnett, though. This Garnett to me is well, actually the LeBron's to 500. This is an example of an incredible parallel that people love, and it's a subset within the base set. So I did it again. I wasn't supposed to do that. Tried to zoom in the wrong way. We see this more in other sports. In basketball, you don't get parallels of like PMGs that are subsets, but you do. I love the KG21 on his armband there. Isn't that cool? 90 fine. This is all in a really nice ruby red holofoil. Really shows super well. And on the back, you can see it's number 22 out of 50. Second year of rubies. You always worry on these, are they like, there's sheet cut ones and there's other ones that sort of like, am I sure it's legit? I always get a little bit nervous, honestly, on the rubies. I can't tell super well. There's people who I text and say, what do you think about this card? But for Garnett, I mean, that's a huge card, guys. Pop 1 of 1, just 3 graded higher. All righty. Oh, speaking of big soccer autographs, we looked at Ronaldo earlier. I really like this one a lot because flawless autograph patches are some of the nicest cards out there. I love the patch window. I love the autograph here. That's a really beautiful card. Always love seeing a red heart mantle pop up. One of my favorite cards of the auction, though, is this one right here. This Peyton Manning. I think I might have even placed a bid on this one early just so I could see where it ended for sure. This is a rookie year card. So 1998 SPX Finite. This is the Spectrum, right? This is like I could be wrong about this part, but 98 SPX in both basketball and in baseball had these different segments of the set. So Peyton Manning has a ton of 98 SPX cards, right? Like it's probably like 5 or 6 different cards through the base set. It might even be more than that. But I think this is the rarest one. This portion of the base set is the rarest one. I'm sort of considering, in fact, let's do some research here. So if we come to the Beckett Pop Report and we just type in football 1998. I think it's just 1998 SPX. I think that's just the name of it, right? SPX Finite. Let's type in the whole thing. I knew that. And then we type in Manning. We're going to learn something here, I think. So what we learn is there's a zillion Peyton Mannings in 1988. That's what we already knew that, right? But part of it is that there's spectrums and there's radiances for every card. So if you sort of let your eyes focus on the number column here, you've got 181, 287, 311, 351. So there's 4 different numbers there. And then it starts over again. 181, 287, 311, 351. And then it starts over again. So what that tells us, there are 3 different versions of 4 different cards, right? And across all of them for Beckett, there's 629 that have been graded. But these ones that are earlier in the set are less rare. This one, number 351, is the last card of the 4. And as you look at the pop reports, specifically on the spectrum, you're going to see, oh, actually, look at this. 181 has only been graded once. So this is really interesting to me. I don't know this set. I'm just learning right now, and I need to probably go do more research. Look up above. These are the regular cards. These are the non-parallels, right? Manning is in the SPX Finite set 4 times. These are the 4 numbers. The first one is the one that they just call rookie, is numbered out of 1998, and it tells you that. But the rest of them on the Beckett website, it doesn't tell you, which is pretty normal. They don't usually say what things are serial numbered out of. Here's what's really interesting, though, guys. In the radiance, you can see these other serial numbers down here. But look, 181, despite the fact that it was the most common up here, it's the lowest number down here. Like by a significant amount. It's, 17, and these other 2 are 27 and 28. It is the rarest, and I would have thought it would have been the highest. And then in the very last section, what we see is sort of shockingly, and it's in a BGS 8.5. The spectrum of 181 is a pop 1. I'm guessing that's a 1-of-1 parallel. And that's by far the best Peyton Manning 1-of-1 SPX finite card. It has to be. Again, I don't know this world perfectly. This is not similar to basketball in the way that I know basketball. And I do know the basketball set really, really well. I expected to see this one as the rarest, and it is the rarest of the 3, but it's clear to me that this spectrum of the base is somewhat of a, and like that might be one of his best cards in existence. Now I'm interested to go look it up, but I've spent a lot of time on it, and now I should move this out of the way, and we should keep going with these cards. Still, I love this one. This one is as a PSA 10. There's only 2 of them. And other than that one of one that we just found there, what I think is a 1-of-1, this is going to be the rarest one out of 25. So other than that card that is probably one of his top, 10 or 20 cards in existence, or at least some really high number, maybe higher than that, maybe lower, I don't know. Put in the comments what you think about that other 1-of-1. Other than that one, this is the best Peyton Manning card from the set. Pop 1 of 2, PSA 10. All right, let's keep moving here. Ooh, I love this Jordan. People don't realize, but the Star Power has 3 different parallels. This is the second one. It's a really low pop. Should we look at what the pop is on this one? So on this one, the pop is, we will find momentarily. Oh, maybe not. Oh, man, I moved over to Goldin. Heck. Whoops. Sorry, guys. PSA 8 on the Kobe refractor with peel. Oh, a LeBron gold out of 09. That's a big card. This is a tough set. I had the regular refractor of this that was 23 of 500, and it had a line on the back. If I remember right, BGS graded it an 8 or an 8.5. A 9 on this gold is a big card. Yeah, I like that. In fact, that might be my card of the auction here for Fanatics Collect. I really like that. Now, what I will tell you guys, and I will scream this from the mountains, I would much rather have this card right here. I would much rather have it. Just being real. I'd rather have that gold LeBron than this one. And people are going to say, well, why? This one's a 10. This one's a 10, but it's a pop 8 and it's out of 99. Also, I don't think aesthetically it's as nice as this one. And it's not just about the picture, although I do think the picture is nice over here. For me, it's more about the feel. I've owned cards from both these sets. I love the feel of this set. I love the feel of those refractors. And it's the very last chrome refractor of LeBron. So if this one's a pop 4 and there's only 50 total and there's only one graded higher, but it's a 9 as a pop 4, would you rather have it or a card that there's twice as many of as a pop 8 and there's twice as many of in the whole population, is a 10? But that other one was made 4 years earlier. This card for me, way nicer card. In fact, I like it so much that I really do think I'm gonna make that my favorite card of the day for Fanatics Collect. Even though it's 2 pages in, I love that card. I do. Okay, let's move on to Goldin. Goldin, I was accidentally looking at here a minute ago because of this very nice Michael Jordan card and got a little bit confused. Let's come over and let's check the PSA pop for this one. I don't remember seeing this one in a 10. It's not the rarest insert. I think these were like 1 a box. It's a pop 38. Yeah, that's why I don't remember seeing it. It's a pretty rare card, especially for a Bulls era PSA 10. Earlier we were talking about the Beam Team Wizards era Jordan. Those ones stand out to me just because there's not very many. There are so many Michael Jordan inserts from the 97, 96 years. This one, Star Power Plus. There's a regular Star Power. There's this one that's die cut and has a little bit of refracting to it. And then there's the last one that has acetate and the cards can turn green a little bit, and or the plastic, the images on the guys can get a little bit funky, and it can have some other surfacey stuff going on it. I think those were 1 in 288, and these were 1 in 24 or 1 in 36. You can look that up, obviously, using Google. But the fact that it's a 10 is a big deal, and that's why it's that's why it's $4 grand right now. And after BP, it's over $5,100 right now. Let's come back here. We still, after Goldin, need to get to hoodies and need to get to card hobby. I plan on doing that. So there's a lot of cards at this month's Goldin, or this week's Goldin, that are awesome. This Josh Allen tag auto of the RPA is really nice. Josh Allen's autograph's one of the best out there. It's a 1 of 1. The tag's really nice. Gotta love. In fact, I hesitate to click on it because when I do all this stuff and I click on the Goldin stuff, sometimes it gets a little bit shaky and gets locked down for me. This Jeter in an authentic holder. Remember earlier when I was talking about the KG Star Rubies 90 Fine? That's a subset, not an insert, but a subset. So a card within the set that has this awesome parallel. In baseball, they did this a little bit more, and this is from the Metal Universe, right? It's from the first Metal Universe in baseball. So it's from the first Metal Universe, but it's not the main Jeter card. It's a secondary card. But I love it. He's a cartoon character, right? It's a great looking card. Make sure you look at it closer if you're a Jeter fan. It's a PMG. It's a big card. This Jordan from 2001 Upper Deck MJ Tributes is one of like 10 different autographs in the set. I actually have a guy local who got one of these in a Wizards uniform, and he showed it to me a couple of months ago. It's one of those ones where like the label sits inside the card. It's autographed, and he doesn't have a ton of autographs, and Jordan autographs are always super popular. Jalen Brunson, this is the black box 1 of 1. Black box stuff is hit and miss. Some people don't love it, but the patch here, the autograph, and Brunson's like huge amounts of popularity It's interesting to watch. I don't know what this is, but it's really a cool looking superfractor. This Brady from 2006 is interesting because he doesn't have a lot of stuff from this era. That's worth looking at. Another superfractor here of Jason Tatum. That's from his rookie season. It's not a rookie card. It's a rookie insert, but still a big card. The flawless baseball unopened case. Ooh, a 1921 hand cut Babe Ruth. Not a huge fan of hand cut things personally, but a lot of people are. Babe Ruth only has so many playing days cards. Always worth looking to see how those do. Here's the East-West with Kobe and MJ. It's a gem. It's not a refractor. It's just the base card. It's still very cool. Love the limited logos here on Carmelo from 06. That's the 4th year of Exquisite. Great looking card. Good stuff here, guys. Good stuff. Ooh, I love this DeRozan. Okay, so this DeRozan for me has a chance. Let's see if I can get it to pull up. This one has a chance to be one of my 5 favorite cards of the week that are up right now. So DeMar DeRozan autograph. It's on a sticker. It's got the NT, or it's got the logo, man, obviously. Note that it's from 2009. Does not say rookie on here, but DeRozan was a rookie in 2009. DeMar DeRozan will probably be a Hall of Famer. Go back and look at his stats historically. I say probably. Some people are going to scoff at that and say, Adam, he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. And I can get behind that. I think last I looked, he's pretty close to Steph on the all-time list as far as scoring goes. Like he's scored a ton during his career. And maybe he doesn't have the big like final sort of moments, but he's had a really successful career. This is from an event worn patch, or this is from the rookie photo shoot. It's numbered out of 5. It is not the Logo Man auto of DeMar DeRozan, which would be a huge piece, but it is one of his very other best cards in the world. In fact, if you go back to this year, what are his biggest cards? Well, he's got the Chrome Superfractor. He's got the National Treasures Logo Man RPA, numbered 1 of 1. Outside of those 2 cards, this is probably his next best card. Seriously. Like, it's right there. It's one of his absolute best cards in existence. His Exquisite autograph is numbered out of 10. That's a big card too. I would take this over that personally. I know it's a sticker auto. I get it. But I really like that card. I might want to make that one of my top 5. Gosh, I already have 3. Man, that happened fast. Okay, let's go back to Goldin. Scroll down here for one more second and see if we can find anything else that really stands out as different and unique within their auction. I love this era of Upper Deck. Every time I see something from 01 or 2002 Upper Deck, I always look at it. I think they did so many cool things there that are so underappreciated. And a lot of those cards are basically lost at this point. 5.5 on the Irving. That's a cool triple. Okay, let's stop there. That is it for Goldin this week. Okay, now let's look at Hoodies. Hoodies does a monthly high-end auction every month. And this is their 5th one. And you can see it started 4 days ago on the 2nd, and it runs to the 12th. So it still has some time to go. And if we scroll down, we see what is easily the biggest card of the auction. And that is this card right here, which will definitely go on my top 5 as well. This is the Michael Jordan Ovation autograph from 1999. You can see it shows the year here, or the years that he was an active basketball player through to 98. We know he retired after 1998. He could have taken out a year and a half here in the middle. But the reason that I love this card is because it's a 90s Jordan autograph that's super low numbered. And it's a card that never hits auction, or at least exceptionally rarely hits auction. The autograph looks pretty good to me too. It's not, I'm not a color expert. It maybe is not quite as blue as it once was, but it's still got blue in it. It's not as dark as as it could get. And so evaluate the color for yourself. Remember, I'm colorblind. I'm not perfect at this. But what I can tell you is that autograph looks just like you want it to in terms of how it's laid down. It's been graded a 10. It was graded an awful long time ago, though. And we're going to go find out exactly when it was graded because that's how I roll. So if we look at the serial number of, there we go. If we look at the serial number of 8552 and 433, remember, whenever you can get an old slab like this that has been in a case for a really long time, it tells you something about its history since then. So this card was graded on March 11th, 2015. What that means is it comes out of Ovation back in 2000, a couple years after Jordan retired, is like the product hit. And that's what I love about it. It's like the product hit. And then it's graded 15 years later. And now it's been 10 years since then. So it hasn't been touched by human hands in 10 years. The other thing that I want to do on this, I don't know if this is going to work. It probably won't, but I want to try it. I'm going to go to gem rate and go to the universal card search. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to type in Michael Jordan 1999 Ovation. It's Jordan rules and stuff. I wonder if I could just go auto. I didn't think this was going to work. It's not going to. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Sometimes on cards like this, you can see across all of the grading companies how many of them have been graded. And so, April, I will come play with you in a little bit. I'm almost done recording, okay? Okay. Sorry, guys. My 3-year-old jumped in real quick. Let's see. Numbered out of 23. It is a huge card. And I got distracted there for a second, obviously. The story that I think, the angle thing that I think is really interesting on this is you compare this card and how many of them have been graded with any other sort of Jordan autograph of that era. And what I'm guessing you're going to see, and I don't know this for sure, this is my hypothesis. I believe that you're going to see a far lower percentage of these have been graded compared to other cards. Why? Well, this was not the highest of end brands. Ovation was not a bad brand. It was like $4 or $5 a pack. It wasn't even like hardcourt though, where it had like a specific look and feel to it. It was always sort of like, I don't know. It's a cool car. It's a cool set, but it wasn't really known for anything specific. And honestly, if you say 1999 Michael Jordan Ovation autograph, people probably don't know this one off the top of their heads. We just don't see it move very regularly. And that's why we don't see it move regularly, because although there's 23 of them that were printed, my guess is as we look at the combined pop report, it's not going to show up the same way that other ones do. I mean, here's an example. If you look at the combined pop report, in fact, we're going to do this real quick. Go to Michael Jordan 2003 limited logos. So 78 copies have been graded across all of the major graders for that card. You can say, well, how can that be? There's only 75 of that card in existence. It's because sometimes they get re-graded. But more than that, there was no chance of those cards getting lost, like a very low chance of those cards getting lost or misplaced, because they were always worth a ton and they came out of a $500 per pack product. This is a $5 per pack product. There's chances that kids pulled these. There's chances that there's like ones of these that were just sort of opened and discarded. And so like, I love this card. And again, this is definitely one of my 5 favorites of the week. No question about it. I am going to save it by putting it in another tab right here. The problem is that has now given me my 5 favorite cards of the week, and I haven't gotten through everything yet. So there's a chance that one can get replaced. We will see if one does. Anthony Edwards Color Blast, big card with the rookie logo on it. The exquisite Dwayne Wade, really a big card, in an 8.5. It's a pretty nice copy too. We see a lot of 1 colors here. This is a 2 color. It's a 10 autograph. It's a nice example. It's a really big Dwayne Wade card. This Russell Wilson. I've seen this card before in person. This is the eye off of the Seahawk. It's a great looking example. It's an early NT card for football. Although football came out before basketball. I think NT started in what year? Like 2008, I think. I should know that. I should look that up. LeBron James. Ooh, this is a really interesting one. I didn't know about this card. I saw the autograph on this, which you can see is on a sticker. See how you got this little bit of jersey and then this little bit of tag. Where does that autographed jersey tag come? Where does that tag come from? What does it say on the back of this? You've received a game use trading card, blah, 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 blah. On the front of this card or pieces of memorabilia that have been certified in morning NBA games. Okay. So there's nothing else it's different. What does that come from? If you have any idea what that comes from, please put it in the comments. I'd love to know. Kobe, you see this and your eyes get real big because you see the gold logo, man, and it's like, oh my goodness. But those of us who remember this product, remember when it came out, caused some confusion because that is not game used. In fact, if you look at the back, you'll see here the autograph is guaranteed by Panini, but you don't see anything written about the jersey piece, and it's because it's specifically designed to look like this. I see that it's sort of like out of gold, and it makes me think of his first year in the league when they were doing the 50th anniversary. What was that card numbered out of? Is it numbered? Maybe it's not, actually. Oh, it's out of 99. It's a cool autograph. I like it. Hank Aaron, PSA 2, rookie card, the triple autograph, the famous 1980 Topps. It's an old holder. The thing that I would advise on cards like this, so you're going to check a few things. First thing, is it graded? I'm talking about this set right here, right? Or this type of flip. So this is the trading card flip with the blue around the borders. And the card itself hasn't actually been graded. It's just saying this is a trading card of these 3. Well, we do know that there's some of these that are fake, some of these cards that are fake. And we know that you know this card could be fake. I'm not going to be able to tell you just by looking at it whether the card is real or not. But what I can tell you is PSA has authenticated the autographs, and they have not authenticated the card, and that was because likely, I think almost certainly, because that's what was paid for. Take a real close look at this card. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen a blue label before in the newer holders. I didn't know that was a thing. Did you guys know that was a thing? I thought they stopped doing the blue labels a long time ago. This is a newer cert, though. 834-94429. Maybe it's like a reslab? I don't know. So what I wanted to see here was I wanted to go back to the PSA site and see if I could see a cleaner scan. They don't have a scan online. They have it listed. It's an active cert. But it's the card itself is not authenticated. It looks legit to me from where I sit for all intents and purposes. You get the snow where it's supposed to be. You've got not completely centered perforation lines. You got registration issues. You got this black stuff going on over here. And then on the back, you got all this weird stuff going on too. I think the card's authentic. I'm reasonably certain that the card is authentic. I believe that the card is authentic. I don't know the card is authentic. And that is why this one might sell for a little bit of a deal. The autographs are not perfect, if I'm also being honest. The Magic's really good. I like it more when they're signed a little bit side to side. But you can see one of them signed up and down, and then the other 2 did as well. Bird goes off the side, which is not great. Irving's is also really nice. I like it because it's clearly side to side. Magic's is just a little bit sideways. But could this card be, well, I was going to say, could this card be a high grade? It can't be because of this stuff that's going on in the back here. It might be like a PSA 2 or 3. But the autographs might be a The autographs go off the side there. The autograph could be like a 7 or an 8, maybe. I don't think it can be higher than that because of this one that goes off the side here. Still, I mean, it's the most famous autograph project, in-person autograph project in probably all of cards. And that makes it really cool. Clemente 62 vintage bobblehead. That's really neat. Made in Japan Nodder bobblehead. I don't know that stuff, but it is cool. It's obviously selling really well. Oh, you know what? This is not, I thought this was sorted in order. It's not. My bad. I'm just going through the highest end stuff right now. Well, we'll go a little bit further, but we're only looking at stuff that is ending in 6 days. So this ends Sunday, along with some of the other auctions that we've looked at. CP is a big card right here. It's a 2nd year, exquisite limited logos. It's a really nice patch. His autographs almost always just lovely. This is a great one. This Chipper Jones, sorry, I went past a couple things. Chipper Jones, one of his best parallels for sure. Clemente rookie in a 2, one of Giannis's most iconic insert cards. This is from his rookie year, his innovation, the stained glass. Be interesting to look at the pop reports on that. Anthony Edwards Mosaic Black. So that's from 2022. It's obviously not a rookie year, but it is a Prism 1 of 1, a Mosaic 1 of 1. Does it have the word Prism on it? I don't want to lie and tell you it's a Prism 1 of 1. If it doesn't, maybe, it's not. It's not a Prism 1 of 1. I thought that all Mosaics also had Prism in their name. It looks like this one does not. And on the back, no, it does. It does. It's right there. I was right. It just doesn't say it on the slab, but it's on the card. The iconic Metal Universe Platinum Portraits of Kobe Bryant. From the same product is the red and the greens. This is the best insert. The red and the greens are the best parallel. This is the best insert. Way more common, obviously, than the reds and the greens, but still one of the coolest inserts, especially one of the coolest pinhole technology inserts ever made. Scroll down here a little bit, see if anything else really jumps out at us. Boy, that's a cool looking card. Look at that autograph right there, that Marshawn Lynch. Gosh, that's pretty. And now we're very much into some stuff that's not ending at the high-end auction. I think we've looked at most of those items that are at the high-end auction. Again, the Jordan's one of my favorite cards of the week. All right, let us close that. Wait a second. Nope, let's not close that. Wait, have we only done 4? I thought I had top 5. Maybe we just have 4. Okay. Let's go find something at Card Hobby to make my 5th favorite. I thought we had something. I might have blown that. Well, Card Hobby has some huge stuff ending this week, as usual. Big Luka autograph up top. I love this Tim Duncan where he's celebrating his championship. Great, flawless autograph patch of Kobe. Another great autograph of Kobe. Actually, what is this one? I don't know if I know this one. Oh, look at that tag. Prime. Ooh, 09. This is one I didn't know about. Is this a 1 of 1? It's out of 10. I don't know this set super well, but I like this card. I'll tell you why I like this card. It's from National Treasure's first year in basketball. This is the prime signatures on the all NBA materials. So you knew you were going to get a huge tag auto on a set like this, and they delivered with part of the Nike swoosh. Like, that's a big card. That ends in 5 days, and it's already one of the highest dollar cards in the auction for bids. The autograph's cool. Let me make this big. The autograph is cool. You've got the autograph big and bold there right on the side. The patch window, really where you'd think you'd see the autograph. But it's not a set you see a lot. It's really not a set you see a lot because it's from first year National Treasures. You don't see a lot of that stuff move these days. And I mean, like I say, it's a big card. I wonder how many different tag autos are in that set. For some reason, Panini's website for checklists does not have 2009 basketball stuff in it. So, like, you can't look this one up there. You can still look it up online, but I'm not as quick in those places. I love the little Laker bit of jersey that's popping out there. I love the Nike tag. That's a huge card. That's probably going to end up being my fifth big card to watch of the week. I think so. I'm going to come back here just in case there's something else, but I love that. I like it a lot more than these other three cards ahead of it, for sure. It's got a great story. SGA, some big SGA flawless stuff. Durant. I like the Nets uniform. It looks like the old ABA uniform, and the logo man. I just wish he had a better time with the Nets. Steph, Eminence autograph, really good looking. Amen Thompson is balling right now. I keep hearing people who really understand basketball talking about what this dude's potential is. Gosh, I want to put that on my top 5 too. I'm gonna highlight that just in case. Was it graded? It's a 9. So, I mean, that's a big card though. That is a really big card. Ooh, the 08 exquisite T-Mac notable nameplates. It's $2,900. Man, how those have grown. Those were only a couple $100. I don't know, 10 years ago or something. This Ant's a beautiful autograph. Scotty Barnes, 1 of 10. The throwback. This flawless Ray Allen card is really beautiful. I mean, it's a really beautiful card. Gosh, look at this card, guys. Some flawless cards just hit, right? Look at this one. That's going to take a while to pop up. Ugh, yeah, I love this card. Some of the flawless windows with a really nice patch, and the autograph just comes out really clean with the 1 of 1, the Hall of Foil. I mean, man, that is gorgeous. Now, the thing that you don't like about it is this is after his career is over. This is a post-career card. But, man, I love that card. That is beautiful. We talk sometimes too much about what cards aren't rather than what they are. If you want a really nice autograph patch of Ray Allen, man, that's beautiful. Cam Thomas, scoring fiend with the 75th logo. Really nice Paul Pierce. Jalen Johnson throwback. Well, guys, I didn't hit an hour. I don't think I ever will. So let's go through I'm going to rank my top 5 cards of the week now here for you. The top 5 that I'm most interested in watching. So these are the candidates. So we've got the Kobe NT All NBA tag autograph, serial numbered to 10. It's from his first year of NT. We have the Ken Griffey Ichiro numbered out of 5 archives signature, the buyback signature. I love the archives has done that. The 2009 DeRozan autograph logo man to 5. Again, from his rookie season. The LeBron gold that is a PSA 4 from the final year of Chrome. I love that card. And again, the Michael Jordan. Oh, I thought we had it up. My bad, guys. The Michael Jordan 1999 signature out of Ovation. Those are my 5 favorite stories of the week. I know it took a while to get there, but these are my 5 favorites. Okay, I'm going to count them down for you guys. Of the 5, the one that I feel like has the least great story, but that's not the way to say it, because again, these are my favorite 5 of the week. It's this DeRozan. It's one of his best cards in existence, but it's DeRozan, and DeRozan he's a Hall of Famer. He's great, but he's not a hobby darling. He's not highly collected. But what it is it's one of his best cards in existence. And if you're not careful, it's something that you'll totally miss. That card is at Goldin this week. Okay. So if you're a big DeRozan fan, check that one out. The number 4 card that I am interested in, my number 4 card of the week is this Ken Griffey Jr. Ichiro. I love it for all the reasons that I told you. I can't put it above the other things because it's not specific to like an important part of each of their career. Ichiro was still active in 2010, but in 2020 he was no longer active. Griffey was no longer active, obviously, and so with that said, it is what it is. It's an original card that was then signed by both of them, after it had been purchased back, and it's stamped and it's out of 5. I love it. The number 3 card of the week. Oh gosh. Ooh, this one's tough. Look, if we come down to these 3 guys. Oh man. Which one's number 3? Gosh, that Nike tag is so cool. These 3 are all really close. So I'm going to go with the LeBron at number 3. Man, I love this card. I know I keep saying that. I just want to highlight again, this is a really delicate surface. I had multiple cards from this. In fact, look at that right there. Do we know for sure that that's not on the card? Probably isn't. We got to go do some research real quick, though. Got to do it. I'm going to double check for you guys and just make sure that little thing that we're seeing there is not on the card. Even if it is, it's still graded a 9, but I bet it's not. I'd be really surprised if it is. Nice. So we get a nice PSA image, and the PSA image shows us very clearly that that is not on the card. So it would be up here. Let's see, this is the image here. See this little speck right there? That is on the case. See the black borders are just murder. And again, I had a LeBron refractor, not gold, but the regular refractor, number 23 out of 500. It had a big line right across it, like a printing line of sorts. It is a tough card. It is a really tough card. Gosh, I love that card. I can't believe I had to put that number 3. I had a chance at number 1 this week. It's my number 3. And then my number 2 card of the week is going to be this Kobe. And the only reason that I can't put it number 1, as much as I love Kobe and as much as I want to put it number 1, I didn't really know about this set when I clicked on it. Now that I know about it, I want to go do research and see if it's everything that it could be. But it's, all NBA prime signatures. The prime is the emphasis here. In fact, if you look at the card again, see where it says prime right underneath his autograph? In the early days, especially right at the beginning, Panini would use the word prime to denote something that was different amongst that and another version sometimes. Now, that's not always the case because the prime was also used this year for the RPAs, and there's not another lower version. I'll bet that there is another version of this and that it's less great. But maybe I'm wrong because I don't remember ever seeing another version of this card. Maybe there's other ones that are just autographs. What I know is that tag auto is as good as it gets. And that leaves us with the number 1 card of the week. For me is this Michael Jordan Ovation autograph. And I have to do it as number 1 because it's a true 90s MJ signature that is just a card that never, ever, ever pops up. We do not see this card pop up for sale hardly ever. And to me, that really matters. I love it when cards are important and they hardly ever pop up. Guys, I went longer than I meant to, went almost a half an hour, but that's no shock to any of you who've joined before. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. It is so much fun going through all these cards with you every week. Let me know what you think about the top 5. Let me know if there's any that you think that I should have put in there that I didn't. Let me know what your favorite cards of the week are. Any other feedback or advice is appreciated. But I love the support so far. I love all the comments. Remember, if you have any comments, please leave them in the channel on the post. I love the messages on Instagram, but It's way better to get them on here. And I will check them and answer, my promise. All right, guys, until next time, happy collecting.